Bare bones indictment, not a ton of details in that document, but we did learn a lot today from a news conference District Attorney Alvin Bragg held just a while ago. The New York DA says in 2016, President Trump and his team used a, quote, catch and kill scheme to hide negative stories and ultimately to win an election. Former President Donald Trump serious and silent as he entered criminal court in downtown Manhattan. A historic moment. Inside, New York City prosecutors unsealing the indictment, charging President Trump with 34 felony counts of falsifying a business record. Prosecutors say hush money payments were made to two women during the 2016 election to hide alleged affairs. Typically, these non-disclosure agreements are common, but here's when they become problematic. Payments made in connection to an election must be disclosed. Tonight, prosecutors say President Trump directed payments be made and that this was not done for personal reasons. Instead, prosecutors claim the payments were made to win an election. Former President Trump pled not guilty to all 34 counts. Meantime, his attorneys defiant. They say today the rule of law died in this country.
Yeah, I was surprised there were no facts in there. I mean, normally in an indictment you have alleged facts. So they said that this was a false business record entry to aid and abet another crime without saying what the other crime was.
Michael Bachner is a former prosecutor in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. In your experience as a prosecutor, is this a solid case or not?
I think the case has facts that a jury could convict on, but we were all thinking there would be more. And this is old stuff. There's statute of limitations issues. There's big issues related to the legality of the charges. It's going to be hotly contested. And then whether or not a jury is going to want to convict a candidate for presidency based on these types of facts.
And as Jay mentioned at the top, at a news conference, District Attorney Alvin Bragg said what happened here is a crime in any state, no matter who you are. He said we cannot and will not normalize serious criminal conduct. Much more on what he had to say coming up at 6.
And there's more to come on this, obviously, because this is the very first thing. I mean, the next appearance is not until December. I think the prosecution wanted a trial in 2024, and the judge said, no, that's not going to happen. But gag order, no gag order here, and any motions for a change of venue, did that come up?
So no gag order today. That was something that could have happened. The judge could have issued a limited gag order telling the president that he cannot discuss this case. Of course, he's campaigning to be president again, so he would be able to discuss other things. That did not happen today. Trump's attorneys also did not make a motion to get a change of venue. Want to mention, to get a change of venue, you have to argue you're unable to get a fair trial in the venue that you're in, but it is a very difficult standard to meet.